Breaking news this morning, Tampa Bay Bucs QB Tom Brady has announced he will retire following days of speculation.
All right, joining us now by phone to offer some perspective on the news is Bob Glauber, the NFL columnist for Newsday in New York and the president of the Pro Football Writers of America. Bob, thanks for joining us. So, not surprised, are you? How are you feeling today?
No, I'm not surprised because, I've been writing about this guy for 22 years, almost every day anyway, so why should today be different? No, there is no surprise. There is really no surprise. I think, he was upset and his family was upset that the word broke over the weekend, but that news was accurate. I think Tom Brady likes to control things, and I don't blame him on this one. It's really no surprise. Maybe a surprise that it happened this quickly, because last night on his podcast, he said, I'm still working through it, but he'd known all along.
Yeah, Peyton Manning talked about that last night on the Jimmy Fallon show, that he said Tom should be disappointed and frankly a bit mad that he didn't get to control the narrative. But someone in his camp let it out there. Adam Schefter clearly had the correct information. As for the why now, he made it pretty clear on Instagram and on Twitter when he said, I believe this is an all-in proposition. If a 100% competitive commitment isn't there, you won't succeed. But Bob, you look at the numbers and you watch Tom Brady play this year, and you could argue he is still at 44 on top of his game. Would you agree? And why do you think now, given how much left he has in the tank?
Well, absolutely, he is at the top of his game. He threw for more yards this year than he ever has, and he was better. He was a better production quarterback in his 40s than he was in his 20s. I mean, the numbers, it's incredible. So he kept himself in perfect shape. So, yes, he could absolutely come back and play at a very, very high level. But you know what? If you don't have it in you, and this was very important to him in the thinking process, if you don't have it in you completely, you can't do this sport. And he's right about that. It really does take a 100% commitment. It is a meat grinder. Mentally, physically, football is by far the toughest sport. To do it until age 44 is incredible enough. But I commend Brady for knowing in his head and in his heart that it just wasn't there entirely. And I think he hinted at that last week when he told Jim Gray on their podcast that, he's thinking more about his family. He's thinking about, do I have that all-in mentality? And I think that's when you realize, this is different. He's never really been as open with that kind of stuff as he had been last week. So, and that's why, you connect the dots, and it's just not that much of a surprise that he did it now.
So on Twitter, he posted a series of slides. I believe there are about 4 or 5 of them, thanking the Buccaneers organization and the fan base as well. But we're seeing a lot of video, obviously, of him and the Patriots. He won 6 Super Bowls, right, with the Patriots and 1 with the Buccaneers. Was New England not mentioned on purpose, do you think?
No, I think there will be a lot of mention of New England in the coming minutes, hours, days, whenever it is, because, Brady was, he understands that was where he made his legacy.
Right. And
he loves the fans love him. That won't go away. So I have to believe there is a second part to this retirement, because if he leaves without thanking the Patriots and Bill Belichick and Robert Kraft and all those fans for all those years, it's just not him. He's not like that, and so I suspect that there will be a long part 2 thank you to Patriots fans and to the organization.
I think it's a great point, Alex. Mention of the GM, the city, his teammates, the Glazer family. It is a notable absence.
Right.
And I'm sure the people in New England are not thrilled with it.
I know, but you know what? When he does thank, now if he doesn't thank the Patriots, then it will be a massive controversy, and Tom Brady, the ungrateful, fallen hero, or the guy who left. He tries to be perfect in everything he does. If you don't leave behind a perfect legacy with the team that you won 6 Super Bowls for in 20 years, he knows that he's not going to look good with that. So that's
why it's a surprise.
It's just hard for me to believe that he won't say something.
Bob, what's next for him? He mentions TB12, his production company, the Brady brand, the clothing, the crypto firm, Autograph, as well as an NFT startup. What do you think really gets his focus beyond Giselle, Jack, Ben, and Vivi? Could he ever broadcast or own a team?
I would lean toward owning more than broadcasting, or maybe, being involved in the administration of a team, a la John Elway. I don't see Tom Brady as an announcer. It could happen, and it could kind of, he could go that way. But I see him more in a businessman's role post, and he listed all of those things. So the guy has a tremendous amount of opportunity ahead of him in the business world. But I think he loves football, and that will never go away. And that's why I think the challenge would be, and we've seen it with Peyton Manning on and off, would he go become a part of an ownership team? Would he go and try to run a front office? And that's where I think his challenge would be.
I don't think we'll see him talking about Emily in Paris on Saturday Night Live, a la Peyton Manning, but, we shall see. You never know. How does Brady's departure not just impact the Tampa Bay Bucks, but the entire league, the entire financial model of the league? Look, it's in great shape, but Brady has really been an economic generator for the entire league and ratings across the board.
That's a great question, and it's an appropriate one, and it's fair to wonder. But you brought it up. The league is in great shape financially, and the league is built to promote teams and certain stars, yes. And Tom Brady always gets a huge rating. He gets a huge following. The league has made billions. Let's face it. The league has made billions off of his name and his performance. But there is a good young crop of quarterbacks coming up. We'll see Joe Burrow in the Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes is now dominating the NFL in most ways, except for Sunday. But the league is just set up as a great entertainment spectacle. And without Tom Brady, maybe they take a step back a tiny bit. But you're talking about, minuscule. And just in terms of the overall popularity of football, that will not go away. And Tom Brady will, he'll continue to be this iconic figure. In 5 years, he'll be in the Hall of Fame, so there'll be that. He'll still, his legacy in the NFL will still be very much, in play. It just won't be on the field.
Right. All right, Bob Glauber, NFL columnist for Newsday in New York and president of the Pro Football Writers of America. Thanks so much for hanging out with us this morning. Have a good one.
Hey, thanks very much. Good luck.